Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization, was also the birthplace of complex religious systems that profoundly shaped its societies. From the Sumerians to the Babylonians and Assyrians, belief in a vast pantheon of gods permeated every aspect of life. These ancient faiths laid foundational stones for many later religious concepts. The Mesopotamian worldview was polytheistic, populated by hundreds of deities, each with specific domains and responsibilities. Major gods like Enlil, the god of wind and storms, and Enki, the god of water, wisdom, and magic, held immense power. Ishtar, the goddess of love, war, and fertility, was widely revered across different city-states. These deities were often anthropomorphic, possessing human-like emotions, flaws, and desires, yet they wielded immense cosmic power. They were believed to control natural phenomena, human destiny, and the very fabric of existence. Each city-state typically had a patron deity, whose temple served as the city's spiritual and often economic heart. Mesopotamian creation myths, most famously encapsulated in the Babylonian epic Enuma Elish, describe a chaotic primordial state. From this chaos, the gods emerged, eventually engaging in cosmic battles to establish order. The victorious god, Marduk in the Babylonian version, then fashioned the cosmos from the defeated primordial monster. A central tenet of these beliefs was the origin and purpose of humanity. Humans were not created out of divine love or as partners to the gods. Instead, they were fashioned from clay and the blood of a sacrificed god to serve the deities. Their primary role was to relieve the gods of labor, providing them with sustenance through offerings and maintaining their temples. This fundamental belief instilled a deep sense of obligation and servitude in the human population. Life was seen as a service to the divine, with prosperity and peace contingent upon fulfilling these sacred duties. Misfortune or natural disaster were often interpreted as divine displeasure, requiring appeasement and renewed devotion. Religion permeated every facet of Mesopotamian culture, shaping its architecture, governance, and daily life. The ziggurat, a massive stepped temple tower, stood as the most prominent architectural expression of religious devotion. These structures were seen as cosmic mountains, connecting the earthly realm with the heavens, serving as residences for the gods. The priesthood held immense power and influence, acting as intermediaries between humans and the divine. They interpreted omens, performed rituals, and managed vast temple estates, which often controlled significant economic resources. Divination, through observing celestial bodies or animal entrails, was a crucial practice for understanding divine will. Kingship itself was divinely sanctioned. Rulers were considered chosen by the gods, responsible for maintaining cosmic order and ensuring divine favor for their people. Law codes, such as Hammurabi's, were presented as divinely inspired, reinforcing the king's authority and the moral framework of society. Festivals and rituals marked the agricultural calendar, reinforcing communal bonds and piety. Religion also played a critical role in the military and political landscape of ancient Mesopotamia. Wars were frequently undertaken with divine sanction, often framed as conflicts between the patron deities of opposing city-states. Kings would consult omens and prophecies before embarking on campaigns, seeking divine approval for their actions. Victories were attributed to the favor of the gods, reinforcing the legitimacy of the ruling king and the power of his patron deity. Spoils of war, including captives and valuable goods, were often dedicated to the temples, further enriching the priesthood and demonstrating gratitude to the divine. Defeat, conversely, could be interpreted as divine abandonment or punishment. The concept of a holy war was not uncommon, where military expansion was justified as spreading the influence of a particular god or punishing those who defied divine order. This intertwining of religious belief with state power created a formidable ideological foundation for both internal stability and external conquest, shaping the destiny of empires for millennia.